Hey, Cohen here, and check this out. In the background, we've got the beautiful island of St. Thomas. I'm actually on a cruise ship right now. We've got the mini golf course right here that I'm at, and then we've got the go-kart track in the background. And this is it's a really dope cruise ship. And for those that don't know what the word dope means, or you're not familiar with the word dope, it just means something that's really cool. Like, it just means something that's really like hot, like it's nice, it's really exciting. And if you don't know me, like, I grew up in an area of the country where things were not always good, right? Like, if you would have asked me at 15 what if I would ever be not only traveling to amazing places like this, not only me traveling to cool places like this, dope places like this, but me being able to bring my family with me. We have 4 kids. Me being able to treat my wife to, restaurants and anything that she wants. And me being able to just take my kids like around the planet, literally. I'm not saying the country, I'm talking about literally take them on global trips. If you would have asked me that when I was 17, 18, 19, 20, I would have thought you were crazy. I would have said, hell no, right? Because at that point in my life, my mom was getting, $400 a month. We grew up on welfare. We grew up in one of the worst ghettos and housing projects. If you go in and Google the housing project, Fiber Panic Village, you'll see that was one of the most destructive, violent, drug-ridden housing projects in our area. I watched many of my friends grow up and go to jail or get killed. So if you would have asked me, hey, Ty, can you imagine yourself traveling to amazing places like St. Thomas? Or, we recently went to Thailand and spent almost a month out there. My wife and I, we took our 4 kids, Maya, Summer, Tyler, and Devon. My wife and I recently went to Venice, Italy. And just having a really cool life where not only am I able to do things for myself, but also for other people as well. To be able to help my mom and to be able to buy my mother a house. If you would have asked me if I thought that was possible, I would have said absolutely not. As a matter of fact, my thinking wasn't even there. I wasn't even at a point where I was thinking to those levels. Sometimes we just don't know what we don't know. And what's even worse is sometimes we make excuses for ourselves to the point where we settle, like we really settle. And we say, if this was, and I'm not downing with what I'm about to say, religion or anyone's beliefs, but we say, man, if God wanted me to have more, then I would have more. I don't believe that. I believe that if we're someone that believes in God, and if you do or don't, and the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, if we start to work towards those things that we want, or the life that we want, then God or the universe will help us to get there. I think we're really misguided in that. I think we start to, use another excuse, which is, I'm not about the materialistic things. Well, to be honest with you, I'm not either, but I do know that I'm a king. Sometimes we just have to know our self-worth. I know that I'm a king. I know that my children are royalty. I know that my wife is a queen. And a king, royalty, they won't settle for anything less than the best. I know that there's other people, there's other men that are just like me who didn't go through anything near the struggles that I went through, that are living a good life. So I know that if I can overcome the things that I've gone through in my life, I can easily overcome some of the smaller obstacles that I would have to endure to get to a better life. You see, some people have never had struggles in their life. So for them to get to this level is easier. I think that the individual that had a ton of struggles, meaning if you've had struggles in your life, then it's super easy for you to get to the next level. Because you already know what it's like to overcome difficulties, right? I've had to dodge bullets in my life, not once, but twice. I've been in environments where I thought I'd never make it out before. So if I could, and I've dealt with some of the roughest people that the world has to offer. This is growing up at 17, 18, 16. So if I have to come into a business environment and deal with people in a corporate environment that are a little bit ruthless, it's a piece of cake. Right? I smile at that. Because I know that these same people would have buckled under the pressure that I've been under. Right? So you have to give yourself credit, man. If you've ever gone through something, and it doesn't have to be that deep, like where I came from. But if you've ever gone through the struggle of not knowing how you're going to put food on the table, or not knowing how you're going to buy clothes for your kids, or just wanting to hit a place like this and not knowing how you're going to do it, right? Or not being able to make your paycheck last from one week to the other week, or paycheck to paycheck. If you've ever been through any type of struggle like this, then everything else is a piece of cake because you're still here. Just give yourself credit. Stop making excuses and stop listening to other people. Like, man, I become so sensitive now to the point where, and it's not that I'm not empathetic, but I also realize that I think that my belief is if we have our mental health and if we have our physical health, right? And sometimes we don't even have to have 100% physical health. Because again, if you know my story, you know that I have sickle cell anemia, which is a chronic disease. I was told by my doctors that I would be dead at 17. And here I am over 20 years later, still living and kicking, right? So I have to be very careful with my health, but that doesn't stop me from doing whatever it is that I want to do and living my best life. So I believe that if we have our mental, right, health, we can really get to wherever it is that we want to be. We don't even have to be the smartest person. I mean, hell, you know, I couldn't get past college. I tried it. I tried 6 months of college 2 or 3 times. Wasn't an A+ student in school. I think you just have to have the determination. You have to know your self-worth. And then the other thing is you have to be able to look at other people and say, man, that person is a man or a woman just like me. There's no difference in me than you. As a matter of fact, you probably have even more of the ability than I do. Because you don't have to, someone like me, I've got a health issue where I have to make sure that I'm getting the proper sleep. I have to make sure that I'm not overexerting myself. I have to make sure that I'm constantly monitoring my water intake. I have to make sure that I'm not stressed out. Because all of those things could cause me to go into a sickle cell anemia crisis. Right? So if you don't have any health ailments, man, you probably have even more of an advantage right now. Stop buying into what society tells us, like, and the groups of people, the individuals that you're around right now. Stop settling. I see people settle, and this is not just about money. This is about everything: health, relationships, right? Like if you see people that have amazing, relationships with their husband, their wife, why not you? Those people are humans just like you. If you see people that have amazing relationships with their children, why not you? If you see people that love themselves, why not you? Why not you waking up in the morning saying, Ty, I love you. Ty, you are amazing. Ty, you are a king. Like you deserve the absolute best. There's nothing that you don't deserve. If you see other people living, like there's people that literally have multi-million-dollar houses up here. Why not you? There got to be a point in my life where I got tired of growing up in the hood. I got tired of my mother, having to make, freaking grits every morning or scrambled eggs and just us struggling. I got tired of being on check systems. I got tired of having $35 NSF fees because every time I wrote a check or used my debit card, I didn't have the money in there. I got tired. One day I just woke up and I got tired of it. I said there's other people that are living great lives. There's other people that are living in nice houses, that are traveling, that are driving amazing cars, that have great relationships. Before I married my wife, right? I wanted the right person. I got tired of being in just trivial relationships with people that didn't want anymore, with people that settled. Right? So sometimes you just have to get tired of just being where you are right now. Not saying that you're not grateful for it, but just get tired of settling and saying, I know that there's more. I'm grateful for where I am now, but I know that because I'm a king or a queen, I deserve more. And if that person can do it, if Ty can do it, then I damn sure know that I can do it. So go ahead, let me know what you're tired of right now, and let me know if you're going to make a change. Sometimes it starts with us immediately making a change. Leave a comment right now. If you're serious, not everyone's serious, and that's okay too. You might share this with a buddy of yours, and he or she may not be serious. That's all right. Sometimes you got to let people live, and you be serious about the words that come out of your mouth and the things that you think. So if you're truly serious about making a change, if you believe that you're a king or a queen and that you deserve the best that life has to offer, share this video right now, like this video, comment on this video, or just pass it along to somebody that needs to hear this message. I'll see you. Peace. Stay dope.